News from around the globe. Hot, fresh, balanced and objective. On Unity.
Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. The headlines. Reps Committee rejects Naira swap extension, threatens MFL's arrest. Troops eliminate terrorist commander Abu Ilia and 32 others in Borno. Bajabia Mila war mourns as container kills bus passengers in Lagos. On the international scene, drone attack hits Iran Defense Ministry complex. And in sports, Osimhen takes tally to 14 in Napoli's 2-1 win over Roma. Those were the headlines, and for the details and other stories, I am Suleiman Hassan. The House of Representatives Ad Hoc Committee on Redesign of the 3 Naira notes has rejected the 10 days extension granted by the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) for the swap of the old 200, 500 and 1,000 Naira banknotes. In a statement on Sunday, the chairman of the committee and the majority leader of the House, Alhassan Ado Dogwa, said the Green Chamber will proceed and sign the arrest warrant to compel the CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele to appear before the committee. According to him, the new Naira redesign policy is capable of frustrating the forthcoming 2023 general elections. The CBN had on October 26, 2022, announced its plan to redesign the 3 banknotes. President Muhammadu Buhari subsequently unveiled the redesigned 200, 500 and 1,000 Naira notes on December 23, 2022, while the Apex Bank fixed January 31st deadline for the validity of the old notes. The CBN also patched its weekly cash withdrawal limits to 500,000 Naira for individuals and 5 million Naira for corporate firms. Many Nigerians have lamented the scarcity of the new notes as the January 31st deadline approached, while the National Assembly demanded a 6-month extension. And now talking politics, the All Progressives Congress APC Presidential Campaign Council PCC said the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN extension of the deadline for the old Naira notes will lessen the pain of the people and strengthen the democratic process and the legitimacy of the forthcoming 2023 general elections. The director of the Special Media Projects and Operations and New Media Tinubu Shatima Presidential Campaign Council, Femi Fani Kayode, stated this in a statement issued via his Facebook page on Sunday. He thanked God that the country has a listening and receptive president who had the courage to direct the CBN governor and those that are behind him to do the right thing. He further stated, the APC cannot be divided or defeated by a group of PDP sympathizers embedded in certain institutions in the system, fighting for the interest of Atiku and his carpetbaggers, crooked business partners and goons. He added that Nigeria will never fall back into the clutches of the PDP and Asiwaju will be its next president, whether one likes it or not. The former Northeast Zonal Secretary of the New Nigeria People's Party, Dr. Babayo Liman, on Sunday said the NNPP and its presidential candidate, Dr. Rabiu Musa Konkoso, lacked the structure and capacity to rule Nigeria. Liman, who disclosed this in Jalungo, Taraba State, while addressing his supporters at a press conference, said he defected to the People's Democratic Party to help Atiku Abubakar win the February 25th general elections. The former NNPP chieftain said, as part of traditions, it was necessary for him to inform his supporters of his defection and his next move. When asked about when he discovered the NNPP and Kwankwaso were not the solutions to Nigeria. Liman said Kwankwaso lured him into the NNPP because of their popularity and support based in the region, but his inability to solve internal issues of the party was a clear indication that he was not ready to rule Nigeria. On the security scene, the Nigerian troops of Operation Haɗin Kai, in collaboration with hybrid forces of the Civilian Joint Task Force, have eliminated 32 terrorists, including a top Boko Haram commander, Abu Ilya, during a raid in the terrorist camps in Konduga local government area of Borno State. According to a counter-insurgency expert and security analyst in Lake Chad, the troops achieved the feat during an intelligence-led aggressive fighting patrol in some identified Boko Haram hideouts in Kayamari, Habasha and Uwe villages. The sources said that the troops successfully defeated Boko Haram terrorists, while others reportedly fled in disarray due to superior firepower from the soldiers, thus abandoning their properties and weapons. The troops also destroyed 50 vehicles recovered in the hideouts of the terrorists. Major General Ibrahim Ali, the newly appointed Theater Commander Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Haɗin Kai, shortly after taking over command, vowed to sustain efforts towards ending the fight against insurgents. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, has described as unfortunate and sad the killing of 9 people by a container in the Ojuelegba area of Surulere, Lagos State on Sunday. Gbajabiamila said he received the news of the falling of the 20-feet container in a commercial minibus popularly known as Korope with indignation and was pained that innocent people lost their lives in such a manner. The Speaker lauded the efforts of the officials of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, FRSC, police and others in evacuating the victims and rescuing one person. Gbajabiamila sent his heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims, the people of his constituency, Surulere, and the Lagos State government. He prayed to God to repose their souls and give their families the fortitude to bear the loss. On the international scene, Iran said Sunday a nighttime drone attack had targeted a defense ministry site at a time of high tension over its nuclear program and Russia's war in Ukraine. An anti-aircraft system destroyed one drone and 2 others exploded, the ministry said, adding that there were no casualties and only minor damage to the site in the central province of Isfahan. A fireball lit up the night sky in video footage widely shared on social media and published by Iranian state media, while people outside seen running an emergency services vehicle speeding towards the site. Authorities did not elaborate on the activities of the site, but IRNA said the strike had targeted an ammunition manufacturing plant. Parliament member Muhammad Hassan As-Safari told the Mahir news agency that opponents of the enemies of Iran were aiming to disrupt the defensive power of the country with the attack. And in sports, Victor Osimhen opened scoring for the Napoli, almost bringing the house down in the 17th minute when he brilliantly chested down Kivicara's Cavaliers cross, took another touch with his tight before lasting in without the ball touching the floor. His 14th league strike of the campaign was one of the goals of the season and was a blustering opener to an enthralling encounter which ended with Napoli taking yet another step towards glory. Roma thought they had escaped with a point when Stephen El Shaarawy leveled in the 75th minute, but Giovanni Sciommen ensured Napoli continued their march towards first Serie A title in over 3 decades, with the decisive goal in a 2-1 win over Roma pushed his team 13 points clear of the chasing pack. Luciano Spalletti's side are now 13 points clear of Inter Milan, who are the closest challenger after champions AC Milan were humbled 5-2 by Sassuolo to leave their title defense in the tatters. This story brings us to the concluding part of the news for now, but you can still join and watch our other programs on our social media handle: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the rest of them at Unity Radio FM TV. Thanks for watching and keep enjoying the rest of our programs.
Unity.